Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fallout New Vegas. My name's Camel, and in this video we will be running through all of the SMGs, shotguns, and explosives that can be found in Fallout New Vegas and all of its respective DLCs. First up, we have Annabelle with a physical damage of 150 and then an explosive damage of 200, with a whopping DPS of 663.1, an AP cost of 47, and item health of 100, value of 5,200, a weight of 15, ammunition use is the missile, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is also 1. And Annabelle can be found being carried by a Nightkin sniper on the radio tower catwalk at Black Mountain. Annabelle carries drawings on the front that show a maple leaf with 4 markings and the stars from the Chinese flag, indicating that the weapon was used during the annexation of Canada and in at least one military campaign in China. The drawing on the back of the launcher reads Annabelle. Annabelle has a built-in guidance system to improve accuracy and uses less AP and VATS than the standard weapon. It is also lighter and has a lower strength requirement. With no disadvantages, Annabelle is an excellent alternative over the standard missile launcher. Also, the drawing and text printed on the weapon are apparently rendered in phosphorescent paint, as they glow in the dark. Boom! We've got the Big Boomer with a damage of 128, DPS of 309.4, an AP cost of 35, an item health of 80, a value of 2,500, a weight of 4. The ammunition used is the 12-gauge shotgun shell. Ammo per shot is 2, and the ammunition capacity is also 2. The Big Boomer is carried by Old Lady Gibson, who resides in the Gibson scrapyard. The Big Boomer is a sort of shotgun with the same break action 12-gauge that fires both shells at the same time, delivering 14 pellets at a time instead of the typical 7 of other shotguns. Also, unlike the standard sawed-off shotgun, the Big Boomer has much darker color scheme with heavier rusting, and the words Big Boomer stenciled onto the grip in faded white paint. It also excels when it comes to sheer damage, delivering 20 more points of total possible damage than its vanilla counterpart. In addition, the Big Boomer has a slightly tighter spread, lower AP cost, and fires slightly faster. The only major throwback is that the common sawed-off shotgun is classified as a holdout weapon, where the Big Boomer is not. On the Xbox 360, in an unpatched version of Fallout New Vegas, it can be bought from Mick at Mick and Ralph's, and on the PS3, the Big Boomer does not contribute to the I've Got Shotgun damage challenge. A big boom of disappointment. Ringing through the list, we have Annabelle with a damage of 75, a DPS of 125, an AP cost of 28, an item health of 150, a value of 4,800, a weight of 7.5, ammunition used is the 12-gauge shotgun shell, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 5. Annabelle is given as a reward by Red Lucy in the Thorn after completing the quest Bleed Me Dry. Annabelle is a unique variant of the hunting shotgun. It differs in appearance to the standard shotgun, with the metal of the barrel, receiver, and shell ejection port seem to appear to be more well maintained, and the stock and pump are synthetic with a camouflage pattern. Sadly, Annabelle, like most unique variants of weapons, cannot be modified. However, Annabelle already incorporates the choke and has a reduced spread when compared to the unmodified hunting shotgun. Annabelle also still has the advantage of greater damage compared to a fully modified hunting shotgun, but is less accurate and holds fewer rounds. And it's also making me hungry. Next we have Esther with a damage of 475 and an explosive damage of 600, with a minuscule DPS of 2,036.8, an AP cost of 55, an item health of 125, a value of 18,000, a weight of 40. Same as D's nuts! Ammunition used is the mini nuke, and ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is also 1. And Esther is available for purchase from the Vendortron at the Gunrunner's Arsenal if you have the Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC installed. Esther is a heavily modified fat man with a different rear mechanism, a blast shield, a light blue body, and a thick glass or plastic bed holding the mini nukes. It is 10 pounds heavier than a standard fat man, however, it never jams, it is more powerful by 75 direct damage, and is able to use the Gunrunner's Arsenal arsenal mini nuke ammo types. When equipped, Esther provides unique defense bonuses. It adds +10 to damage threshold and +25 to radiation resistance, giving the user extra protection from damage caused by the weapon. However, even with the added damage threshold and radiation resistance, a mini nuke shot at any other distance than far distance can still kill the player. Esther, pretty powerful weapon. Next, we have the Great Bear Grenade Rifle, with a physical damage of 15 and explosive damage of 100, DPS of 246.4, an AP cost of 32, an item health of 250, a value of 950, a weight of 5. Ammunition used is the 40mm grenade, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is also 1. The Great Bear Grenade Rifle can be found in a gun case located near Colonel Reyes in the Long 15. It can only be obtained if the courier chooses to launch the missiles at the NCR or both NCR and Legion during the Apocalypse quest. All of this requires you to have the Lonesome Road DLC installed. The Great Bear Grenade Rifle has the appearance of a grenade rifle, but with a blue American Army-like symbol on the stock. The Great Bear Grenade Rifle is heavier than the Red Victory Grenade Rifle, but makes up for it by doing more contact damage with its grenades. And interestingly, the Great Bear Grenade Rifle was originally cut content from the Old World Blues DLC. As this cut content, it was called the Scorpion Rifle and also had a unique projectile which is also cut. I can hardly bear to hear that. Nailing through the list, we have the H&H Tools Nail Gun, with a damage of 9, a DPS of 126, an AP cost of 20, an item health of 550, a value of 4,996, a weight of 4. The ammunition used is nails, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 90. 2 H&H Tools Nail Guns can be found in the Hopeville Missile Silo Bunker. Another can be found on the ground near a dead NCR trooper in the collapsed overpass tunnel entrance. And finally, another can be found on a large, high piece of wreckage in the middle of the area next to the toolbox in the Courier's Mile. The H&H Tools Nail Gun was a tool created by H&H Tool Company, now repurposed as a fully automatic weapon. It has a layout comparable to a 9mm SMG, with a yellow color. It does double damage to limbs, and although it is a semi-silenced weapon, it will still draw attention if fired in close crowds. Just like a fart, it also has the highest rate of fire for any one-handed weapon. And when aiming in first person, the round's point of impact will not correlate with the sights, making them ineffective at long range. Whoever designed this was a bit of a tool. Holy shit, it's the Holy Frag Grenade! With a damage of 1 and an explosive damage of 800, an AP cost of 24, an item health of 5, a value of 500, and a weight of 0.5. 3 Holy Frag Grenades are located in the basements of the church in the eastern part of Camp Searchlight, guarded by 2 golden geckos. It will only be available to players that have the Wild Wasteland trait active. Players without the trait will find 2 mini nukes in the location instead. In appearance, the Holy Frag Grenade looks similar to a normal frag grenade, but with the exception of a white cross painted on the side. When detonated rather than a normal frag grenade explosion, the Holy Frag Grenade explodes in the manner similar to a mini nuke. There will also be radiation in the area it detonated. The Holy Frag Grenade is a reference to the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch, which was featured in the cult comedy film Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The writing on the box next to the grenades is also a reference to a line in the film. Rifling its way through the list, we have the Mercenary's Grenade Rifle, with a physical damage of 2 and explosive damage of 100, a DPS of 218.6, an AP cost of 35, an item health of 100, a value of 300, a weight of 5.5. Ammunition used is the 40mm grenade, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is also 1. Originally, the only way to acquire this weapon was by redeeming the code that came with the pre-order exclusive Mercenary pack. It can now also be acquired by purchasing the Courier's Stash DLC. The Mercenary's Grenade Rifle is very similar to other 40mm grenade rifles in the Mojave Wasteland. The only differences are the darker tone of both the wood and the metal. It has a lighter weight and no requirement of 25 in explosive skill. Unlike the majority of unique weapon variants, it can be modified with the Grenade Rifle Long Barrel. The Grunt perk has no effect on this weapon, and mercilessly on PC, damage done by this weapon does not contribute to the aiming is optional challenge. Next up, we have Mercy. With a physical damage of 5, an explosive damage of 100, a DPS of 325.5, an AP cost of 50, an item health of 500, a value of 5,200, and weight of 15. Ammunition used is the 40mm grenade, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 18. Mercy can be found in the Dead Wind Cavern, next to a dead Brotherhood of Steel soldier, along with some 40mm grenades, 40mm incendiary grenades, and T-45D power armor and helmet. It is guarded by various types of Deathclaws and the legendary Deathclaw. Mercy's higher damage comes at the cost of using 40mm grenades, which are less common and more expensive than the 25mm grenades used by standard grenade machine guns. The larger size of 40mm grenades also restrict its ammunition capacity to 18 grenades, which is 12 fewer than the regular grenade machine gun. The 40mm grenade is also heavier than the 25mm grenade, further limiting the amount of ammunition you can carry in hardcore mode without being over-encumbered. Like most unique weapons, Mercy cannot be modded. This weapon looks extremely rusted and used, just like a whore. And for any old school programmers out there, the writing on the display screen is easily recognizable, apparently, as part of a bash script, a very common way of scripting out actions in the Linux and Unix world. Next up, we have Red Glare with a physical damage of 20, an explosive damage of 40, a DPS of 240, an AP cost of 25, an item health of 450, a value of 15,000, a weight of 20. The ammunition used is the rocket, more like Red Rocket. Ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 13. Red Glare can be found on the body of a Marked Men Hunter in the Marked Men Camp, another can be found on the top floor of the Marked Men Camp building, and finally a third Red Glare can be found in the footlocker left for the courier by Ulysses at the canyon wreckage after finishing the Lonesome Road, which strangely enough does require you to have the Lonesome Road DLC installed. The Red Glare is a prototype rocket launcher developed in the Hopeville missile base sometime before the Great War. Red Glare includes many aesthetic features, of which include a unique digital interface with a self-compressing pump action reloading mechanism. Red Glare feeds hungrily from a 13-round canister and is fully automatic, capable of emptying its magazines in a matter of seconds. It is fitted with a scope which makes it effective at mid to long range, and a bright red light emits from the weapon when firing, as well as from the rockets during flight and impact. There are also 3 modifications available for Red Glare: the Red Glare Alpha Strike, which grants plus 200% to rocket speed, the Red Glare Auto Launcher, which grants plus 25% fire rate, and the Red Glare Far Sight, which increases the zoom to times 4.35, which is a huge upgrade from the standard times 2.86. The Red Glare Far Sight of times 4.35 is also the highest magnification in the game of any weapon scope. Next, we have the Red Victory Grenade Rifle with a physical damage of 2, an explosive damage of 100, a DPS of 327.9, an AP cost of 29, an item health of 125, a value of 950, a weight of 4. Ammunition used is the 40mm grenade, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is also 1. The Red Victory Grenade Rifle can be found in a gun case on the west side of Dry Wells, on a cliff overlooking the encampment. However, the only way to obtain this is to nuke the Legion at the end of Lonesome Road, which does require you to have the Lonesome Road DLC installed. The Red Victory Grenade Rifle has the appearance of a standard grenade rifle, but with a red and yellow Chinese flag design on the stock. It was brought in as a gift for a general in the United States military and is found with a number of 40mm grenade rifle rounds. The Red Victory Grenade Rifle is not affected by the Grunt perk. And finally, the Red Victory Grenade Rifle was originally cut content from the Old World Blues DLC, and as this cut content, it was called the Spider Rifle. It also had a unique projectile that remains cut. Not so victorious after all. Next up we have Sleepytyme, with a damage of 22, a DPS of 220, an AP cost of 22, an item health of 500, a value of 8,250, a weight of 5, ammunition used is the 10mm round, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 40. Sleepytyme is available for purchase from the Vendortron at the Gun Runners, and this does require you to have the Gun Runners Arsenal DLC installed. Sleepytyme is integrated with a suppressor which makes it accurate and deathly quiet. Other modifications boost damage and slightly raise the rate of fire, making this weapon a covert powerhouse. It has also been painted a sleek black color compared to its regular counterpart. Sleepytyme is also considered an improved holdout weapon, making it the only automatic holdout weapon. Sleepytyme is the perfect weapon for putting people to sleep. Next we have the sturdy Caravan shotgun with a damage of 50, a DPS of 160.7, an AP cost of 27, an item health of 300, a value of 875, a weight of 3, ammunition used is the 20 gauge shotgun shell, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 2. Originally, the only way to acquire this weapon was by redeeming the code that came with the pre-order exclusive Caravan pack. However, it can now also be acquired by purchasing the add-on Courier Stash. The sturdy Caravan shotgun is an over and under shotgun with a pattern cut into the stock and an engraving of 2 birds on the frame. Despite its rough appearance, the Caravan shotgun is extremely durable. With more than twice the item health of a normal Caravan shotgun, there appears to be some sort of tally mark scratched into both the back of the gun and beside the trigger. And as sturdy as this weapon is, you might want to think twice about using it. It is quite a bit less accurate than the standard Caravan shotgun. If your repair skill is high enough to make the added durability unnecessary, it may be worth going with the standard version instead. This weapon is also not affected by the shotgun surgeon and stay back perks, and damage done with the sturdy Caravan shotgun is not counted towards the I've got shotgun challenge. The only thing sturdy about it is the sturdy dose of disappointment. Next up we have Thump-Thump, with a physical damage of 2, an explosive damage of 100, a DPS of 284.1, an AP cost of 35, an item health of 125, a value of 800, a weight of 5.5, ammunition used is the 40mm grenade, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is also 1. Thump-Thump can be found in the Nellis array inside the building southeast of the generator switches during or after the quest and Misbehaven. It is in between 2 broken generators next to a skeleton. Thump-Thump is a unique grenade rifle which has extended range of a barrel extension mod found in its common counterpart and enhanced AoE radius. It also has 30% faster attack speed, 0.5 lower weight, and is 25% more durable compared to a standard grenade rifle. It also has a unique texture and the words Thump-Thump scrawled on the side with an arrow pointing towards the muzzle. There is also a drawing of an angry beaver with red eyes holding a rifle on the stock. There's nothing worse than an angry, red, inflamed beaver. And we have Vance's 9mm Submachine Gun, with a damage of 17, a DPS of 221, an AP cost of 20, an item health of 750, a value of 1,500, and a weight of 4. Ammunition used is the 9mm round, ammo per shot is 1, and the ammunition capacity is 60. Vance's 9mm Submachine Gun is missing from its display case in the Vicky and Vance Casino, but Primslim does not notice this fact. With a science skill of 50, however, you will gain a dialogue option to reveal that the weapon has been taken to Wynn's hideout, where it can be found inside the safe with a very hard lock. The lock can be fixed, or with a speech skill of 55, you can convince the Winns to give you the combination to the safe. If your speech skill isn't high enough, talk to Sammy again and another dialogue option will appear. Also, all items in the Wynn's hideout have no ownership, so taking it will not cause any hostility or karma loss. Vance's 9mm Submachine Gun has several differences from the standard 9mm Submachine Gun. First and foremost, it does more damage, the damage per second is higher, and it It has a drum magazine with a greater ammunition capacity. Aesthetically, it is in pristine condition, with wood or Bakelite grip panels. It lacks a stock and has a different express type iron sight. Its high rate of fire, common ammunition, and high DPS make it a valuable weapon to a character skilled in guns. Interestingly, the combination to the safe is 052334, the date that Bonnie and Clyde were killed. Vicky and Vance are also a reference to Bonnie and Clyde. Acquiring this weapon early on will help your character add Vance through the game. And there we have it, that does conclude our video on Fallout New Vegas' SMGs, shotguns, and explosives. I hope this video helped you in your Fallout New Vegas shopping list.
Follow me on Twitter.
As you can see on screen, there are links to the other videos in this series, so please feel free to check them out. Please don't forget to leave a like. As always, let me know your favorite weapon, your favorite kill, and which weapons you want to see come across into Fallout 4. Be sure to share this video amongst your fellow Vault dwellers, and as always, if you did enjoy this video and you would like to see videos similar to this one, please subscribe. It helps me know that people are interested in these kind of videos, and in the long run will result in more of these kind of videos.
Follow me on Twitter.
Links to both Twitter and Facebook will be in the description, but in all seriousness, fuck Facebook. It's all about Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter.
I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very shortly in the next video. I'll see you there.
Follow me on Twitter.